Hey, welcome back to another video. This is Michael George speaking. Welcome to Para 231, Differentiated Instruction in Classroom Management. I would like to briefly give the definition of differentiated instruction. It is to teach or educate in a flexible way for others that best suits their understanding, and that is the definition. I would like to compare the traditional way and differentiated way for teaching within the classroom. Your traditional way of teaching in the classroom is very teacher-centered, so it revolves around the teacher. And the differentiated way is student-centered for education, so that is the differentiated classroom setting. So it's very student-centered. And the second example would be, in the traditional way, is that instruction is provided one way, in a one-way lesson, or the way that a teacher expresses it. And the differentiated instruction way would be instruction is provided in multiple ways. For example, like modeling, kinesthetic, visual or representations like video, stuff like that. And the third example would be, for the traditional way, is that the teacher relies on a single textbook to present information. That is the teacher's way. So for differentiated instructor would be like the teacher uses varieties of materials like textbooks, multiple grade levels, computer software to present information. That would be like your PowerPoint, Word document, video, visual. And for the fourth example, the traditional way would be the teacher assigns the same assignment to all students, so that applies to everyone within the classroom. And the differentiated way would be that the teacher offers several assignment choices. So the differentiated way would be like the students have a choice depending on their interests and depending on if they want to learn. That is the differentiated way. It's a really hard word for me. For the fifth example, that in the traditional way, success means making a good grade or mastering the material. And the differentiated way, sorry, just bear with me here. Success is to an individual student's academic growth. So there is growth within the differentiated instruction way, comparing to the traditional way, like the student has a good grade, comparing to growth. So growth is very important in development education. And I would like to dive deeper into terminology and words, and the terminology words that I've chosen is universal design for learning. So I would like to give the definition. It is a proactive approach to supporting students' needs within the curriculum and designing courses that take into account how a variety of learners might be able to access the content. So it is very versatile. It is very, like, everyone can do it. Everyone can apply to it. And the second terminology word that I would like to give definition of is response to intervention, RTV. And this means it is a multi-tiered approach to the early identification and support of students with learning and behavioral needs. And within this, this approach has three different tiers. Tier 1 is the general public within the students. Tier 2 is small group, and Tier 3 is individual and small group. And I will dive deeper into these interiors. And flexible grouping, this is another word, is using variety of instruction needs to support learners, whole group, small group, peers, individual. This is basically learning in groups and working with each other in a social well behavior. And another word is presentation styles. This is more of it says straightforward what it actually means and what it actually says. It is to provide learners with a variety of media and formats that allow students to choose what works best for them, actually. And another word is scaffolding. Scaffolding is structured academic assistance or guidance. So it's basically guidance. You're learning as this probably as an apprentice or someone that you follow. And this is a really good method of using, because as the students get more familiar and learning quickly, like the less that you have to scaffold and assist the students. So this is a really good tool to use within the work field. And this is it. Thank you. Thank you for all for watching this video. Amen.